Hey everybody, it's Pastor Will. I'm going to try to do a quick little video. This is my second time trying to do this because the first one was, I guess, too long. But I want to talk about a subject that has came up in the past week, and that's with Glenn Beck speaking at Liberty University. Now, first I want to talk to Liberty University. Liberty, you are a great school. Um, why did you pick Glenn Beck to speak at the commencement ceremony? I mean, that is a boneheaded move. It was really boneheaded. It was not something that a Christian school should do. I mean, there's plenty of good Christian ministers that you could get to talk, or people that are in politics that are Christians that you could talk to. Um, but you went with a Mormon. And as he got up there, he he just dug in to his speech or his sermon or whatever it was. It was more of a sermon because he started talking about Joseph Smith and how Joseph Smith was a martyr and all that other stuff. Which, don't get me wrong, to my Mormon friends that could be watching this video, Joseph Smith was murdered, but he was not a martyr. Excuse me. He was not a martyr. He was murdered, but he was not a martyr. Now, why would you pick Glenn Beck? I mean, that is one of those things that I'm racking my brain with, because it's Glenn Beck and he's a Mormon, and you're not a political school, you're a Christian school, and I know in your statement or whatever, you talk about having people from all faiths and stuff like this, but when you have a guy that stands up and he starts talking about being a different denomination as Christianity, and I know this is where all my Mormon friends will get up in an uproar, because I'm saying that you're not a different denomination than Christianity. You're not. I love you. I love my family and my friends that are in Mormonism, but you're not a different denomination. It's not like a Southern Baptist talking to a Presbyterian, or a Methodist talking to a Baptist or whatever, where we see our little differences but we can get past them and worship with each other. No, Mormonism is not even in the same ballpark. Mormonism is its own religion, and the truth is Mormonism did not want to be associated with Christianity. In fact, there was a lot of quotes from your former presidents that clearly state that you did not want to be part of Christianity, and even badmouth Christianity to start with. Brigham Young said this: "The people called Christians are shrouded in ignorance and read the scriptures with darkened understandings." Joseph F. Smith, the sixth president of the Mormon Church, said, "For I contend that the Latter-day Saints are the only good and true Christians." Not a different denomination, but the only good and true Christians that I know anything about in the world. Joseph Fielding Smith, the 10th president, says, "However, true Christianity, as far as the Latter-day Saints are concerned, is very young, less than 100 years of age. If it has only been since the year 1830 that the Church of Jesus Christ has been organized in the earth and the gospel restored." I have issues with the Mormons, the LDS members, who constantly try to lump us all together in one big family. I've been studying Mormonism now for 11 or 12 years, something like that. I'm very passionate about it. I have a heart for the Mormons. I have friends who are Mormons. But one of the things that really drives me insane is when we're all just one big happy family, and the reality of it is we're not. We have a different God and a different Jesus than you all have. We believe in the Trinity. You do not. You believe that God was once a man. We do not. You believe that Jesus was God's first spirit child, and that he was exalted to godhood. We do not. Brigham Young taught Adam God, and I know a lot of Mormons are like, we don't believe that, but he taught it. We do not believe that Adam was God. So on and so on and so on. There are so many things that separate us. I mean, honestly, Mormons don't really believe in hell. They believe in outer darkness, and only a handful of Mormon apostates have gone there. But you can count those on your hand. On your hand. You don't believe in hell. You believe in 3 levels of heaven. And that pretty much everyone's going to that, at least the bottom level. I've been told I can get up into the second level, because I have Mormons that will say they will baptize for me and stuff like that. But yeah, there's... I just want to scream sometimes when it comes down to this. And I know I'm going to get the hate and all that, but anyway, okay, I'm going to wrap this up. Liberty University, again, it was a bonehead move. Glenn Beck, look into the history of your church. Look into the scriptures. If you need a book, and I have it on CD, in their own words, Bill McKeever's book from Mormon Research Ministry. You can get all the quotes right there, or you can just go to any Deseret Industries and pick up old Mormon books. That's how I got most of my library, to study the history of Mormonism, because honestly, the history of Mormonism, it's interesting. And I don't think a lot of Mormons are being taught what's going on. And unfortunately, a lot of Christians don't know the difference between Mormonism and Christianity. So they're allowing things like Glenn Beck to come and preach at Liberty University. And Liberty University is allowing this. And it frustrates me. If you want to have a simple dialogue, I'll dialogue with you. I'll talk with you about it. I'll talk with Glenn Beck why we're different. I've done it many times. I've done radio shows. I've done articles, stuff like that, on why we're different. If you're a Mormon and you're watching this and you're offended, I'm sorry, but we're not just one big happy family. We're not. But anyway, I want you all to know that I love you. I was just in Utah. Saw my favorite Mormon out there, and he knows who he is. But I love you. But yeah, we do have a different Jesus and a different God, and we are different. We're not just different denominations of one big happy family. If you have any questions, please put it in the comments right down there. You can subscribe to me, and you can check this out on my blog. And I'll probably throw it up on both my website and my blog, everything. So anyway, this has been Pastor Will. You have a blessed night. As you can see behind me, it is dark outside, and yeah, have a good one.